this mineral lab. It's not really so difficult, but it has a lot of parts. We're going to go through the first example together so that you know how to do it. In your face-to-face class, you may remember doing mineral tests where you rub the mineral on a white tile to test the streak, or try to scratch it using your fingernail or a penny to test the hardness. This is similar, except you're not actually doing the tests. You're just getting the data and then using that data to determine the name of the mineral. First, click to make a copy of the lab. You will need 3 pages or 3 tabs. I would suggest printing out the mineral identification key. Looks like this, and you can just click the print button. And then setting up the other 2 tabs next to each other. So you will have your lab and this rock and mineral identification website. Okay, before we get started, a few things to note. You will use only the sample numbers that are shown on your data sheet, 1, 3, 4, 9, etc. These correspond to the samples at the bottom of the mineral identification website. You will find the characteristics of each mineral and then use the identification key that you printed out to determine the name. You will only use each name once, so once you've used it, check it off. Let's do the first one together. It's sample 1, so we will scroll all the way down to the bottom of the mineral identification website and click on sample 1. The first thing it's telling us to do is to check hardness. For hardness, you will always start at 1, showing that it was not scratched, and then go in order until it is scratched. 2 was not scratched. 3 was scratched. So make sure to click out of this window so that you can type. Write down the first number where it is scratched. For streak color, click on streak and write down the color. If it's magnetic, yes or no. It says the magnet is not attracted, so we'll put no. Reacts with acid, did not react with acid, so we'll put no. Now we need to determine the name. You should have your mineral identification key printed out, but I'm going to go back to mine on the screen for a minute so that you can see it. Looking at the color and the hardness, you see a few possibilities. Hardness of 3 and white streak color could be talc, halite, or gypsum. Those all have a white or clear specimen color. So we need to look closely what's different between them. Halite has a salty taste. Let's go back and check the taste. No taste. So we know it's not halite. It's either gypsum or talc. Let's go back again. Does it look greasy looking and kind of gray to white, or more white? I don't think that looks greasy. I think it's just white, so that would mean it's gypsum. So under name, you're going to put gypsum. Now you'll follow the same steps to do the rest of the minerals. Make sure that you go all the way to the bottom and use the corresponding numbers. When you're done, use the blue share button to share with your teacher and submit it. Hope that was helpful, and please let me know if you have any questions.